Okay, we have a Tink buckets cylinder, and these things work in a pair. What this is this one came in, and you can see it broke off here. This is the third one that I've seen. This is an aftermarket type cylinder. Like I said, it's a Tink, T-I-N-K. They make buckets for these wheel loaders, and I've done hundreds of these. And it either breaks them off like this, snaps the weld, or it bends the rods. And these cylinders are about $1,200. So let's get it apart. The last two that came in, this is an aftermarket cylinder. I was able to redo this and re-weld it on there and get a solid weld on it. So let's see if this rod is straight. What we're going to do is we're going to push the oil out. Let's push the oil out and check the rod first. Okay, so what I'll do is I save this oil for my oil burner, but see, I'm just going to push it out instead of sending it out on the drain outside. The rod looks pretty good. That was the case with the other ones. So we're just going to get it apart. I'll check to make sure it's straight. We'll machine a bevel on this, and we'll get it back together. Save them some money. Okay, it's basically out. So this is like I said, this is the third one I've seen with the same problem, snapping the clevis off. So what we'll do, like I said, we'll go ahead and grind this off, bevel into the rod on the lathe, and then re-weld it. Do a solid weld. And what this is from, the operators sit there and start banging on these buckets, bang, bang, bang. And, you know, they run them into stuff, and they're pretty hard on them, and it either bends this rod or it snaps that clevis off. So we'll see if we can get it back together. They had another one that I repaired, and they just put it on there in place, but they work in pairs. Let's see here. Let's get this out of the way. You can kind of see. Get this oil out of here. See about cracking this loose. There we go. Came right off. Not too much trouble on that. So get that out. Sometimes they don't want to come out real easy. Okay, so now I already see the O-rings broken on here. See that coming out already. See that? Now this O-ring is just in there in the top of the head to keep the water out. But the reason, you know, you can see the reason it's in here, it snapped the clevis off. Let's just get it apart. We'll check the rod, and then we'll move on to the next video where we machine it and weld it. Like, these cylinders are about $1,200 last time I checked to replace them. But for a deal like this, a seal kit and a re-weld certainly can save them some money on that. You have to do a cost analysis on your labor and parts to see if it's worth it. Now this one's worth it. Sometimes even putting rods in them, machining a new rod is worth it. If you go and machine a new rod and weld it on, the chrome and the seal kit still comes about half price. So they're looking for that cost value. You know, and it's just something you learn over time. Can you fix it cheaper than buying a new one? Because even if they put a new one on here, they'll go and bend it or break it just the same. So this rod's super clean. Okay, so we're just gonna take it out. Okay, it looks good. Let's check the barrel. Go ahead and inspect the barrel first. Looks really clean and shiny in there. No scars or anything. So that's good. Set this aside. Let's get this nut off of here. Put it in the aluminum jaw, see if that'll hold it. It might not hold it, but let's see if we can crack this nut off of here real quick. See what size that is. It's like about 2 1/4. Two and a quarter. Probably won't hold it with impact. Let's see what happens here. We don't really have anything to hold on to it real good. Yeah. Going to give us a little problem. Get the piston off. Head. Okay, I can show you something here on this O-ring is beat up. The O-ring in here has got a lot of chips on it. What that comes from is hammering it real hard and just beating on this. See that it has a backup in there, but the O-rings, that's where it starts leaking. So you can see that's a bad thing on it. So the rod's really clean. So all we have to do is clean this off. And this thing already has a pin on it. I need to machine that, and then get a full pin weld on this. Let's check the rod. This is a simple way to check the rod. I just set these out. Check the trueness. Okay, what you do, set it in between these, and you're going to just roll it. If it's bent, it would wobble. I can tell this one's really, the rod's super clean on it. So we'll bevel this out so we can get the weld down inside there. And we'll change all the seals, and that'll be it. And you can see it. You get a real long rod and you can really see it if it's got a bend in it. This rod is good and there's no marks on it or anything. So that'll conclude this video, and I'll do another one on the machining and the welding of it and reseal. Stand by.